and share the stream. 1 sec.
Yeah, let me get some water. Back. Venom. Venom. Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back.
Hey. Okay, so looking at my player, well, my character thing
Yeah.
username, it was on 5 bars, and like, I just
Yes, it's going down.
why?
Well, it could be your proximity to the hosts. Is it what is it when you play in F3?
It's like usually 4, but now it's on 5. Like, this is incredible. Why isn't it on like? Why can we go time travel back to F3 and have this internet plus? Okay, now Greeny has lost his internet.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay too much attention to those bars. They're not accurate in the slightest.
Fraggles this though, like Fraggles this by a mile. Actually, no, it isn't. Never mind, you're true. Oh no, there he goes.
Yeah, I think we're going in a minute. I think that's pretty much everybody.
Hopefully Fraggle doesn't start like moving backwards and forwards on the entrance of Spoon like in F3. Like, oh my god, that was so distracting. Couldn't have disconnected in a better place. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm considering my options for the leagues next season. I might race in Formula Performance and then commentate on F4 and F1. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what the new games are like first and what the spectator options are like. Because apparently they've been improved.
Mm.
I can't say specifically why, but that's what I've heard from some people who've been playing the beta.
Well, my plans are to like stay in F3, well, top 5 in there. 4 mil endurance, I'm somehow 5th place in there, and I'm racing again, and like the rest around me, most people are like F2 and F1, and I'm on pad also, so that makes me happy. And hopefully I can enter FP also, because that seems fun. This seems really fun. But doesn't the new season start a month after the game is released?
Yeah, I suspect it'll be like late September, the new season. Well, maybe not that long, but
Next to when?
well, the game comes out late August, so I'd say it's probably going to be at least 3 weeks before the new season starts.
Yeah. I joined like round 4 or round 3 of season 2, of this game.
Yeah, I was here for the start of season 1 on this game. I found this site by chance while going on Codemasters, and then the rest, as they say, is history.
Hmm.
Right, well, obviously, we're about to start this stream, so welcome whoever's watching already. Forget what the mandatory tyres are. Oh, yeah.
It's hards and mediums, I believe. Those are the
Yeah,
two mandatories.
yeah, I think they have to use the hard tyre at least once if it's a dry race.
Yeah. My friend, while I was racing, he had to pit in on the on lap 26 for hard, since he did a soft medium. Don't see why you have to pit on like a certain tire. Like you could do, yeah, you have to use 2 tire compounds, but like, yeah, that should be good enough. Okay, dry race.
Excellent. Welcome everybody to the stream for Formula Performance Round 11, the Japanese Grand Prix, Season 3 of PSGL on F1 2016. This is Musical Venom, and I'm joined alongside the regular commentator, Ash Best.
Hello.
So Ash Best, as someone who's been watching pretty much all the races this season, the title situation for the drivers is more or less sewn up, but do you think there's any chance of any sort of minor miracle happening in the final 2 races to stop Jake from winning the championship?
From what I've heard of, for Gamer, he doesn't like Abu Dhabi, or he is not good at Abu Dhabi, so I think there is like a 0.0 recurring 1 chance, of Gamer actually winning the title from nowhere, but Jake has to absolutely bottle these 2 races, and Gamer has to win the next 2, and well, that will be a hard ask. So I think Jake's got this in the bag, 2 points, and he's won it, and that should be an easy task for him.
Yes, and of course we're at a track where traditionally in Formula 1 the title has been decided many times in its history. The original version of this track was 1963, and it's been hosted 43 Formula 1 events. And we've seen plenty of title deciders such as Senna and Prost twice in the late 80s and Versier of the 90s, Häkkinen twice in the late 90s, and Damon Hill winning his only championship in 96. And my personal favourite Japanese Grand Prix was in 2005 when Kimi Raikkonen came from 17th to win it on the final lap, which was absolutely incredible.
Oh, and Fraggle's gone off to the side of the hairpin. And also, just get ready for Gamer and Sambam to get out on those inters.
Why would they go on the inters?
They always do. From Australia, they have always went on intermediate tires.
I think we might be getting a restart, because I think the lobby settings are not set correctly, so we're getting random people joining. So sorry about that. We'll keep on this original.
Braking assists are on.
Braking assists are on.
Yep. That causes a restart.
Yep, restart. Well, that's not an ideal start, but we'll keep on this stream. We'll be back. Read out all those historical facts for nothing.
Yeah, well, that was a disappointing start, but, well...
Yeah, basically the lobby was set to open, unfortunately, so we had random people joining, which wouldn't have been ideal, given what's at stake. So, Jake has 90 points, with a 31 point gap to Gamer, with 2 races to go, so realistically Game is gonna have to win the race, and Jake's gonna have to retire to keep the title alive.
Yeah, and well, yeah, really poor. Like, just yeah, it's a mistake. It happens. At least it's not as bad as F5 Germany season 2 of PSGL when they had to restart like 4 times because of lag of the formation lap. I think it was lap 1 of the race. So yeah, not the worst case, but still pretty bad.
Right, so as it was an instant restart, the dynamic weather will still remain. So we might get different weather. Hopefully it's
Wait,
dry.
doesn't it, don't you have to keep it?
No, not for an instant restart. Only if there's a full restart of the session, like if it's late on, or restart of the race.
Oh yeah, and last race in Baku was the worst race ever. As we had the yellow flag glitch from the halfway point, thanks to well, the host leaving. So yeah.
Wow, that's not ideal.
Yep.
Host shouldn't ever leave, whatever happens.
Yeah.
And good evening to you, Johnny Greenwood, the uh, the Radiohead guitarist. Well, he's not really, but he's got the same name.
Okay, I'm joining the session now. It's pretty late.
Yeah, cool. Send me an invite when the new lobby's up.
Oh, I'll just so everyone on red bars. I just kind of puked in my mouth for a bit.
Well, I might as well take this time to explain to everybody the new car allocations for the final 2 races of the Formula Performance season, which will be for Japan and then Abu Dhabi next week. So in the Mercedes, we're going to have Sir Spud and Luke Bailey. Let me just grab this invite. And then in the Ferrari, we've got Juho Finn and Jason. In the Red Bull, we've got Mr. Grumpy and Dino. In the Williams, we have Fraggle Paul and Mike. In the Force India, we've got Fascone and Unami. In the McLaren, we've got Robot Sophie and Rossi. In Toro Rosso, we've got Tamlad and Moorsman King. And then in the Haas, we've got Greeny and Oogie. Tamarazine. In the Renault, we've got Game of the Best and Samba the Kids.
Ooh.
And then in Mano, we've got Josh, aka Boy with No Face. And then the championship leader, Jake, is the sole Sauber driver.
Well, that is pretty interesting. Gamer in a Renault.
Yeah.
So, who knows? With the gamer's pace, well, like Jake, first off, has to keep his cool. Just finish 8th place in these one, and then he could just relax on the last race, have some fun.
Yeah, I think that's what Jake will be aiming to do. I mean, Jake doesn't have to win the race, so he can pretty much approach this in a fairly relaxed fashion. He doesn't have to. It's Gamer has to win this race, so all the pressure's on him, really, in my opinion.
Yeah. Winning 2 races in a row, well, that is no easy ask. When I came into league racing, I thought, oh, this shouldn't be too bad, and yeah.
It's definitely been done in FP. Last season we had a sequence of I think 6 races where 3 drivers won 2 in a row. So it is possible.
It is possible, but well, not common, I guess.
No. Who won it? Yeah, Sambam won at Baku last week.
Mm-hmm. Trampled victory.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've had 9 different winners this season, so that's pretty competitive.
Yep.
9 different winners from 10 races.
And I've only missed 1 race in commentating this, and that was Austria.
Yeah, I was out. I was watching the Spanish Grand Prix that weekend, so I didn't see pretty much any PSGL action.
Mm. Also, what are your opinions on like the anticipated like starts? Like, should you be awarded a driver for well being an anticipated
Well,
start?
they got sensors. I just think Bottas just nailed it. Basically, I don't think he jumped the start because, well, as I say, they got sensors. I think they have the rules here for anticipated starts, and I've seen people get penalties for them. But I think Bottas had a bit of luck, but it was a damn good start. I think he just it's one of those starts that you probably get once in your career where you absolutely nail the timing sequence. You know, if he did it 9 other times out of 10, he'd probably jump the start. I think he just it was a little bit of luck and a lot of skill as well. And it's
Speaking
what
of speaking of luck, but the opposite, it's raining.
but a dry race, so I'm happy about that because I want to see some real balls to the walls, wheel to wheel racing tonight. But wet
Yeah.
qualifying will mix up the grids because we do know some people on this grid struggle in the rain despite having blistering wet, dry weather pace. So we could see a different name in pole position here.
Mm.
So
But
I think we'll see everybody flying out onto track.
yep. Want to get some early running in this, well, in this on this track, really. Being stuck behind someone on the S's is well, really not ideal.
Yeah, and Jake, the championship leader, the first out of the garage straight away, not messing about, get some early times in. Um, It looks like it's going to be intermediate conditions the whole session, so I don't think we're going to get any drying out. So I think the times will be
Yeah.
fairly consistent.
Yeah, that should be really interesting. And already 10 cars out on track.
Yeah, they're pouring out now. I think some of the drivers might go, you know what, I'll just wait a minute, let those guys go up the road a bit.
12 Wildies. But usually it's like a minute before like people start coming out, but that's 15. Wow.
Yeah, and unlike in dry running, when you want to save as much tyre wear as you can, in the wet you want to be pushing really hard on the outlap to get the temperatures into those tyres.
Yep. But back to anticipated starts. Do you think, like, do you agree that you should get like a drive-through or something? Because you do go out, you do well get off the line as soon as the lights go out. So as long as it's after or like right on when the lights go out, do you think you should be allowed?
Well, it's possibly a grey area they'll have to look at, but for all intents and purposes, in terms of the sensors, he didn't jump the start, and that's all that matters for me. But they might have to look at it again for next season's rules. But I personally thought what Bottas did was fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I think
well,
if he had done that from further back on the grid and gained positions, then maybe he possibly could have got a penalty for that. But Jake's sliding all over the place through the S's.
he is he is not using traction, so that will be a struggle for him.
Yeah, he went 40 seconds through the first sector. I think the next person up is going to be the Force India Vunami, so let's see what his time compares. Better car than the Sauber. Similar times.
Ooh.
Not much to choose between the first people going through sector 1. Oh, but Grumpy's gone nearly 3/10 quicker. He's in the McLaren, I think, tonight. Or was it the... Actually, no. I think he's in a...
Red Bull.
Yeah, that's it. So, Red Bull's a good car in conditions like this, I find.
When you're going through spin also, just some track info, you really want that oversteer to guide you through that corner, as if you don't get any oversteer, you're just going to be, well, going straight on, but the oversteer will help you turn. So spoon is, well, yeah.
Yep, Jake going through turn 17 and 18 to finish the lap. Let's see, first benchmark time is a 1:48.567, and it's going to be a few other people about to cross the line. Grumpy's looking good for a provisional pole right now. Greeny and Valad. Oh, Grumpy runs wide. Final corner.
You know me? Nomi sets fastest right now.
Yeah, just Grumpy and Greeny invalidated their times. Mike goes third.
Fraggle also going fastest through sector 1.
I suspect a lot of these people would probably put a bit of extra fuel in so they can do a few runs up, you know, because tyre wear's not an issue at all. Might do, you know, maybe 3 flying runs and then put another set on. Here comes Fraggle Paul.
Now crossing the line. 47.7. 8 tenths faster.
Yeah, comfortably quicker than Unami at the moment. Particularly good sector 1, fastest of anybody, 40.3 there. And looking at his other sector times, he can probably still find some more time in the other 2 sectors. So the rest of the grid have got some work to do to dethrone the Williams driver.
Grumpy not on a bad lap. A decent lap, but not fastest.
Now, Gamer's on a flying lap. First sector not particularly impressive compared to his championship rival. Almost a second down in the first sector, so he must have made a mistake somewhere, so I suspect he'll go for another run. Yeah, it looks like he's backed off. Here's Grumpy again, heading through 130R, then into the final chicane. Oh, did he just invalidate it again? No, I don't think he did.
He didn't. Not the fastest though, second instead.
Reduces.
Still 5 points off.
Yeah, still half a second to Fraggle.
So Fraggle holds first sector fastest time, Jake holds second sector, and Sir Spud holds third sector.
Oogie's on a better time, I believe.
No, invalidated.
Ah, shame. Spud is in sixth.
If the timer stops like on the car, so, well, Sir Spud has invalidated it. Yeah, if the timer stops, then that's invalidated.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's been a while since I commentated.
Yeah.
So Gamer's in 10th for the moment, so Jake will be looking at he's the only person who can deny him the title now, and he'll be quietly pleased if it stays like that.
Well, Gamer and Sambam, well, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they would have gone out on dry tires, but instead they actually went out on inters.
Well, dry tires are not going to do any good. Rossi's one to look out for. He's on his outlap at the moment, but he's performed very well in form of performance at times since joining it. Won a couple of races last season. Best he's done this season was a podium at Germany, so it's not been quite strong for him, although I think that quite a few quality drivers have joined. So, not to take away anything from Vanis, who won the championship last season in that thrilling end of season finale we got.
Speaking of like Jake and how fast he is so far. Well, not so fast right now, but he was pretty fast. In Baku, we were talking about how we should place him in a classic car for next season.
Well, Grumpy has really closed the gap. He's now less than 3:030 from the pole time, so that was a really good lap from Grumpy in the Red Bull.
Also, Spud getting, well, taking third place.
Yeah, up to third now. Where's Rossi? Because he was on an out lap. I want to see what he's doing. Rossi starts his flying lap. Well, struggling through the S's though with the McLaren. I wonder if he's already invalidated it.
I don't know actually. Also, thank you, Venom, for commentating with me. Forgot to mention it. Pretty boring alone in the commentary box.
I don't mind it. I quite like it. I did it most of last season, but yeah, no, it's good. Two-man team's always more fun.
Yeah.
But
Rossi,
yeah,
though, yeah, he's going to go for another one.
Yeah, definitely. Pretty sure he invalidated it.
Ooh, Grumpy wearing white through 130R.
So Greeny currently 15th, hasn't set a time yet. Juho. So Sambam, Rossi, Juho and Greeny, the only 4 drivers who haven't set a natural time that's legitimate so far. Just
Maybe though. Maybe. Nah. It's gonna be no. Puts him in third.
Jake starting another run. He's just dropped to 8th. Yeah, Gamer's improved his time up to, he's got to 5th now. So Jake will want to respond against his championship rival now. Just starting another flying lap.
So it's about trying to get out of the way as carefully as possible.
Now, Juho on a flying lap. 43 seconds for first sector. Yeah, that's well off the pace. It's not even top 10. I think he's backed off. Greeny has... I wonder if he's invalidated again. So I don't see the clock running.
No.
No, he goes
Nope,
6th.
6th place.
Okay. 1:48.403. That's a decent time. We'll go for another run, I'm sure. Anyone else about to finish the lap? Let's see. Grumpy on another set of inters, back out.
1.2 seconds separate the top 10 currently.
That's very close. But yeah, got some team radio from Jake in the chat. He's wondering if Fraggle is running high wings for this qualifying, which might compromise him for the race in terms of the DRS straight.
Yeah, running high wings on this track is, well, heaven through sectors 1 and 2, but absolutely, like, you lose so much time through sector 3.
Yeah, I mean you definitely need some downforce on this track to cope with sector 1 and 2. But yeah, you do need a little bit for the straight, because it's not many places to overtake on this track really. You've got the hairpin and 130R if you're brave enough, the chicane and the main straight. But even the main straight, you've got to get a perfect exit and hope your rival gets a sloppy exit to give you a chance.
Yeah, and Jake...
Oh, and Fragglepool flies off into the gravel, into the chicane. Lucky not to collect it in the wall.
Also, Jake, surprisingly 14th quickest in the speed trap.
Well, he is in a Sauber, so that isn't so surprising.
It isn't surprising, I know, but like, really, I would have expected him to be a bit higher actually, as, well, he said that, I asked Fraggle if he was running high wings, so I'm predicting that Jake is running low wings, so that's what's surprising me.
Yeah, Grumpy starting another run, just under 5 minutes to go. I think Fraggle's gone back in the pits, he's going to put another set of inters on, so he'll probably get one more run, at least.
Okay, Mike now, maybe.
Yeah.
He doesn't look too shabby.
Juho's up to 13th with his run. And
Mike in 10th.
Jake going through 130R. He's in ninth at the moment. Let's go on board with him going into the final chicane. Heavy braking. Use a bit of the curb, but not too much.
No, that's not going to give him the fastest. Well, faster than that.
Well, I don't think it's.
Actually.
No, it's wet. It's way off. It's an improvement. It's up to 8th at least. He's got fastest sector 2 though, but he lost a lot of time in sector 3. Now he's got heavy traffic ahead of him, so he's probably going to have to wait at least another lap to get another run in.
Yeah, the thing is that's going to worry him is that Gamer is in 5th. So, as well, yeah, Jake needs to keep calm and yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just Jake has to run his own race.
Yeah, I mean, of course, there is a scenario where Jake can retire and still win the championship, because Gamer has to win this race to keep it alive.
Yeah.
So everything is going for him. So he's going to have to monumentally bottle this to lose the championship now in the position he's in.
Yeah.
Oh, and Greenie's off the track. Crashed somewhere. Looked like
Rattled.
the end. Looked like somewhere near the final chicane. Couldn't quite tell.
Fargo also, well, once just cut the second deck now.
Let's see, Mike. Yeah, Mike on another lap, but it's not particularly quick, so he's going to go for another lap, I'm sure. Just over 2 minutes to go this qualifying session.
You know me is going to be stuck behind. I cannot tell his teammate.
Oh, fast going. Took too much speed in the S's and off into the gravel.
Ooh, yeah.
And Rossi still, I think he's invalidated again. He's still unable to get a lap in. He's gonna have.
Be able to. Well, he will be able to get one in after this lap, possibly. Well, he will, as long as he does pit.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, Josh isn't here today. So that's actually significant for the Constructors' Championship, which can also be settled today. They have yeah, Josh and Jake have a 16-point gap, I believe, at the top of the Constructors, ahead of Sambam and Gamer. But if Sambam and Gamer get a good result, they'll take that to the final round at Abu Dhabi. Sambam's in 18th. He's got to get this lap right.
Also, the thing I find so great about... Oh, and Grumpy takes pole!
Yes, yeah, he just said that time. Nearly half a second quicker than Fraggle. I'm going to go on board with Fraggle, see how he can respond. A 40.5. It's not his quickest first sector, and he's on the gravel. He will not improve. He will not improve.
He will be starting up most second.
So, can anyone else take it away? Oogie in the Haas, he's yeah, half a second quicker in sector 1.
That's a good spoon.
He's got to find about a second though to get past Grumpy.
Time that's gonna run out.
Yep.
Yeah. 48.7. Yep. 48.4.
Yeah, go on board with Oogie because he looks like the fastest out there at the moment. So he's about a second behind, but he was on a much better first and second sector. Where's he going to end up? He's 4th at the moment, crosses the line. Still 4th. Oh, he must have lost a lot of time in sector 3 then.
Back to what I was going to say. I think I find the most one of the best things about FB. You can actually name your team. So with no Jake.
Now, Rossi, it's just the run. Finally, uses a bit of curb. Heading through the last corner with the Ferris wheel in the background on the left, crosses the line, and he goes 5th. A good lap from Rossi in the McLaren, finally got it right. Invalidated so many times, he'll be pleased with that. Fraggle good returns.
Yeah, this has been the most different, well, not different, but exciting quality session of the season actually.
Grumpy finishes, but I don't know if he improved.
You know me coming through the line.
Did. Grumpy improved almost going under into the 146s. Good evening, Dino. No, it's a dry race. Time lad 13th. I don't believe there's anyone else out there now, unless Mike's on the run. Mike's...
No.
Yeah, it looks pretty slow coming around that corner. Luke Bailey's in the pits.
Yeah, Mike just pulls in.
Yep, so it looks like... Yeah, Grumpy will be on pole. Fraggle second. Gamer moved up to third right at death, and Jake's in 10th.
This will be an exciting race.
Yep, it has mixed up the grids. There's certain people on there who would be higher up normally, who just haven't got it right. But
From what we've... Yeah, continue.
There, go on.
Yeah, from what we've seen from last races, Jake is really good on one lap pace, but Gamer catches up through the field in race pace.
Yeah, I mean based on what we've seen, Jake has been one of the more consistent drivers. I mean, he's won twice, he's been second 4 times, and a podium last time out in Baku, so he's...
Also, speaking of Gamer, he's qualified in 3rd out of nowhere. And well, this is actually...
Yeah, we're just waiting for Luke Bailey's car to be collected. Luke Bailey, who won the Brazilian Grand Prix in brilliant fashion. I think he recently joined the league, the Canada.
Oh, Fraggle!
Fraggle's got a 5-place grid penalty. Why did he get that?
He may have hit someone, or maybe
did he block someone?
Yeah.
He got a penalty on his second run. Wow.
That is strange.
I'm just trying to find out what that was. Fraggle speeding... No, it couldn't be for speeding the pit lane. Collision with Greenie.
Whoa.
So that promotes Gamer up to the front row.
That is... Wow, that is also like... Well, this is the...
Yeah,
so exciting now.
Yeah, apologies for not going through the full grid order there, but that was out of nowhere. Did not even realise that happened.
And, well, dry race throughout, confirmation there.
Yeah.
Unless things happen.
Yes, everyone. It's going to be... The strategies will be very mixed because everyone's going to get fresh choice of tyres. The hard tyre is the one tyre they have to use at some point during the race, which I'm sure they will.
Also, like, temperatures, 29 degrees on track, pretty cold than normal. So, yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be any chance of rain during the race, so we should get some extremely quick racing and plenty of interesting strategies. Right,
Should I leave after you?
Yeah, I've left already.
Okay, I'll leave. So you join first?
Yep. Yeah, I'll let you know when I've loaded. I'm joining the session now. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, I'm loading now. Should
Am I
get
allowed
there.
to join?
Just wait a sec. I'm loading. Saving game. Cool. Yeah, go for it.
Sweet.
Right then, so let's go through the full grid order and see what everyone's picked. Grumpy in pole position. He's gone for the medium tyres to start with. Gamer's gone for the hard tyres, so he's obviously looking to do a one-stop. Oogie, not starting on the mediums, in 3rd. Rossi in 4th. He's gone for the mediums. So Spud, he's gone for the hard tyres on the Mercedes. Sambam Kid's also gone for the hard tyres. Then we've got Fragglepool, who got his grid penalty, drops to 7th, medium tyres. Then we've got Unami, he's gone for mediums. Greenie, hard tyres. And then we've got Jake, he's gone for the hard tyres, so he's going to be looking for, perhaps for the one stop to try and seal the championship. Morseman, Another guy who's gone for the hard tyres, looking for a one stop possibly. He's in 11th. Mike in 12th. He's gone for the mediums. And then we've got Tam Lads. He's gone for the medium tyres. And Luke Bailey going for a different choice here. He's gone for the fastest compound, soft tyres. Juho's gone for the hard compounds. Vasconi has also gone for the soft tyres, so one or two soft runners. Vettel, well, he's not racing, honestly. And that's it. So we're going to wait for the grids to form up.
Looks like you have chosen the mediums and I've chosen the softs. Great, great choices.
Yeah.
Lining up on the grid now.
Yep, Grumpy. 2 Renault engine cars on the front row. With Oogie and Rossi right behind on row 2. So let me select Grumpy, please. And the 5 red lights.
5 red lights.
Oh, and everyone getting a bit of a stuttery start, but we're away. And a brilliant start from Oogie, and he takes the lead. What a start. Grant's wide though, and Grumpy retakes it, going into the beginning of the S's. Game has fallen down to 3rd. Rossi not getting a good start either, he's dropped down to 5th. Where has Jake ended up, Ash?
Jake has ended up in 9th place, gained 1 position from his 10th place start, overtaking Ginomi, that is. So that's dropped 2 places. And Gamer also has dropped to 7th.
Oh, and Spud is out.
Spud retiring.
Yeah, Spud out. Will that cause an early safety car? I think he must have been hit somewhere through near the end of the S section.
Or you know me, making a move on that's Greeny. Making a move on Rossi makes that stick.
Yeah, so it was a brilliant start by Oogie, but he couldn't make it stick. He ran wide at turn 1, so he's dropped back to 2nd. So Grumpy in the best car, one of the best cars in FP, pulling a gap to the Haas already. Yeah, but it looks like the biggest loser of this start was Gamer, because he was on the front row and he's dropped to 6th.
Jake is really happy as he's currently winning the championship. Winning the championship, but looks like
Unami, yeah, he was going for a bit of a dive bomb on Jake into the final chicane. Let's see if he gets a decent run. The slipstream, yeah, and Jake going very defensive on the main straight. The straight line speed of the Force India will be superior. Will he perhaps look for a move on the outside, but no, Jake, well defended there.
Oh, and Gamer has to come into the pits.
Spud leaves. Will that cause a safety car? Hopefully not.
I think Jake's won it.
Why is he coming in? Is that for a wing change or a drive-through?
Yes, it's a wing change. I checked the penalties. It's definitely a wing change.
Oh, and Luke Bailey fighting with Tam Lads for the final point. Now what else is going on? The top 2 roaring away from the rest. Greeny's got past Sambam Kid for 3rd. Yeah, Jake under enormous pressure from starting to build a bit of a train, the Jake train, if you will.
Like Jake, it doesn't matter if he DNFs. Well, you can just DNF and win the championship, as only a miracle will save Gamer.
Yeah, he'll need a safety car now. So that definitely wasn't a drive-through he had. He just came in for a wing change. So Greeny up to 3rds. Sambam just behind him, and now Rossi starting to settle into the race. Made a bit of a shaky start. Grumpy setting the fastest lap, which of course he would, lap 2. So we'll keep an eye on Jake, the championship leader, who can seal the championship today, pretty much just by finishing in the points now. But
Grumpy, really pulling away.
Yeah, Morseman going very wide into turn 1, but he recovers it. But allows Jake to get a bit closer.
checking for any close battles. We have Morris and Jake, but that's mostly a battle between Jake and Yunomi, as Yunomi takes an aggressive line through that, well, the end of the S's. Oh, will they try it? No.
Oh, and there's a big scrap going on now for 7th. Look at this, Morseman's struggling a little bit all of a sudden, and now he's falling back towards Jake and the rest of this long train. So the midfield's going to have some feisty action soon, I think.
Jake has a slipstream of Morseman, so he'll be keeping up, thankfully for him.
Yeah, he is surrounded by better cars. I mean, the Force India is a very solid car on this game in performance. Unami not getting a good exit, I think. Although Jake's lagging a bit by the looks of it. Oh, and Unami, alongside each other, 130R, and Unami backs off, and that allows Mike. Oh no! And contact between Mike and Unami amazingly doesn't lose his left wheel. I think there was a bit of lag involved there.
But to the front, Rossi has DRS and Sam won't do anything, so back to battle right now. Rossi and Sambam.
Yeah, I mean the Renault, the McLaren obviously doesn't have the best top line speed of that Honda engine, but I'm sure Rossi won't be too concerned about that.
He does have the ultimate downforce. Well, the second best actually.
So Grumpy already has nearly a 3.5 second advantage to Oogie. Greeny in a solid third, and so the main battle is for 4th at the moment. Sambam and Rossi. Now, will Rossi think about a move into the hairpin? Nope, not close enough. Thinks better of it. Sambam struggling a bit for grip on the outside of that corner. So let's just check out the rest of the fields. Anything going on? Vasconi under attack from an AI car, so that doesn't count. I don't even know whose car that is, to be honest.
Wait, Vasco and... okay.
So Fragglepool's pitted as well, so he must have. So it looks like Fraggle and Gamer had big problems at the start, so that's why they're both pitted. Bailey, so
Mike. Yeah, Mike has to lift off, which may cost him a position as Yunomi dive bombs him into the chicane.
Oh, and there's a bit of contact. Unami knocked off again. Got his elbows out there. Now Rossi, he's got DRS. Can he get a run on Sambam going into turn 1?
No, McLaren has no straight line speed.
Yeah, he's got to get he's going to have to get like the perfect exit. Well, Unami's been involved in 2 incidents, both of which could have ended this race. He's using up his 9 lives a bit. Pasconi goes off. He's under pressure from this AI car.
I need to watch this.
Fraggle, Gamer, Gamer, the championship's done as it stands. I mean, he needed to win the race to keep it alive, but he's absolute miles behind. He'll need a safety car.
Though, Rossi is really close at Sandham's gearbox.
Yeah, both on hard tyres. Morseman also on hard tyres. I think pretty much the whole train is. No, Mike's on the faster tyres, but he's stuck in traffic, so his race will suffer as a result. So we're going to call this a Sambam train now. 4th, all the way back down to 9th.
And Rossi, I feel, will get Sambam on the straight.
Yeah. His chances of a podium are slipping away lap to lap because he's losing a lot of time behind Sambam. He needs to try and get this move done soon because Greeny is racing away from Sambam at fair wearing knots, probably almost half a second lap. But once again, just doesn't seem to have the straight line speed on the wings. Sambam doing enough.
Rossi going wide.
Yeah,
and that's Juho also.
Yeah, Juho's been lapped, struggling, really struggling today. But No such problems for Grumpy. Nearly 4.5 second advantage now to Oogie and Greenie. I'm just going to see how this affects the... Well, it doesn't really affect the constructors situation that much. Sambam getting good points for his team, but it's not really enough to close the gap significantly because Czech's only a couple of places back. So Grumpy leads, Oogie second, Greenie third.
Rossi though is getting under pressure by Morza a bit on the straight than, well, this straight.
Yeah, Rossi might have to think about doing something different to get ahead of Sambam if this carries on for many more laps.
What's keeping Rossi alive right now is, well, the slipstream really, as we see in, like, the McLaren is really, well, really bad on the straight line, so.
Yeah, he got it. He gets close, but just not enough. Unless Sambam makes a mistake at turn 1. Rossi looks a lot quicker. Oh, and Sambam goes way wide. This could be half a chance.
No.
Sambam.
Going side by side through the S's is, well, bound to become a crash.
Yeah, it is possible. But yeah, we've got a nice train of 5 cars all battling really hard for places here. But Rossi trying to go around the outside.
That's going to cost him time. And I think Sambam is...
Oh, Morseman with the most hilariously obvious cut I've seen so far in this race. So, anyone going to try and dive down the inside? Jake can just chill, really. Doesn't have to battle too hard. He might see...
Yeah, well, now it's become, well, the train has switched captains. Now it's Rossi.
Yeah, Sambam can chill for a little bit, getting away. About a second advantage after Rossi's mistake at the top of the S's. Will Rossi now be out of DRS range? He could be about to be attacked by everybody behind him.
Probably will. Sambam loses life support.
And the through ride for 130R. Now Morseman's got to get the braking right, get a good exit, and it'll give him half a chance of getting past Rossi down to turn 1. So let's join with Morseman with not the most useful camera view, it has to be said. Jake going to fence against Mike. Oh, and
no, he doesn't.
Rossi went very deep into turn 1. They're going to be almost side by side into the S's. Rossi cuts him off. Sambam will be delighted with this.
Morza eager, really eager.
Yeah, they're pushing. Oh, Rossi again. The back of the car twitching to the right before the two Degners. And
it's really brutal. Yeah, you could say.
Yeah, the midfield action, very good.
Yeah, really brutal through that left-hander. Yeah, I mean, if you lose, well, the back end and you try to correct it, you will most likely end up overcorrecting it and go into the gravel.
Well, Fraggle's back in the points, Tamlad in 12th, but let's go back to the battle for 5th.
I think Rossi is now, like, storming away. It's now become a battle for 6th as Rossi leads the train.
Yeah, Rossi will try. They'll be out on these hard tyres for a good while yet. I think Mike in the mediums will probably be thinking about pitting in a few laps' time. Unami's caught back up to him as well. So I might actually join on board with Unami, see if he can make any impression. See if there's any overtaking ahead. He's in DRS range now, so he's caught back to the top of this group, having collided twice. Well, Mike and Unami twice having collided. Oh, Morseman goes deep into 1. Jake's having a little sniff for 6th place.
There's a battle for 8th also. Well, you know that, but like, You
Oh,
know me. Ooh, Jake.
Moore's
Jake
man
Eager.
compromised. Oh, and Jake's losing a place to Mike if he's not careful.
Oh, that's great battling.
Somehow, no one fell off the road there. And
You know me
Unami
goes up as Mike.
round
You
the
know me makes
outside.
that move.
What a move by Unami. Gets past Mike.
Really eager to make a move.
Well,
And brave also.
and it looks like Rossi has already caught back up to Sambam. So this group could be battling for the whole race because I don't think there's much going on at the front. Grumpy
Only the pit stops will change it.
Grumpy has an absolutely massive lead now. He has a pit stop advantage over 4th place. Pit stop in a dry race is around, well, somewhere between 21 to 23 seconds depending on the speed of your pit crew. And now Inami having a look at Jake for 7th place. Oh, and Inami going for a dive down the inside of Jake. That was ambitious. Now Jake's going to have to defend against the Force India.
As Morza starts to be trained, but is still.
Inami around the outside and takes 7th. The straight line speed of the Mercedes engine too much for the Sauber. So Jake drops down to 8th, but he's still more than okay in terms of the title situation because the game is still out of the points and nowhere near in a position to take the fight to Abu Dhabi for the driver's title. Rossi right on the back of Sambam now.
And you know me also storming his way up the field, so he is, well, really competitive this race.
Yep, right on the back of Moore's man. That's a battle to keep an eye on.
I'll keep on in touch with that.
Yeah, I think Rossi's going to have to think about diving it down the inside at the hairpin or the chicane because I don't think he's going to get it done at the DRS. Doesn't have the straight line speeds. He's going to have to try and get a better exit on one of those on the 130R or before the hairpin. Try and catch Sambam by surprise.
No, me may try and go side by side through 130R now.
Yeah, I see that. Both flying through. Oh, and Nami go for a dive at the chicane. No. Thinks better of it. But he will have DRS. Oh, and I think Rossi's in the pit. Rossi's in the pits.
You know me. Has DRS, will go around the outside. Will he make the move stick? Yes, he does. You know me is now up to 5th place.
Yeah, superbly done. So he's up to 5th now. Will he can chase after Sambam now, and we'll be interested to see can he get the job done that Rossi couldn't. Rossi's coming for another set of hards. I think he's going to try and get the undercut on Sambam because that's an early stop for the hard compound.
Yeah, he's definitely doing a hard, soft.
Oh, and Mike comes out on another set and it runs wide and Gamer takes a place. So Gamer's back in the points now.
But that doesn't really matter too much.
And Grumpy's made his first pit stop, so he's dropped down to 3rd, and he's come out behind Greeny, right behind him. I don't think that will cost him too much, but Oogie leads the race in the Haas. And but he's on the medium, so he'll be stopping soon. Greeny can stay out for a while. Getting a nice helicopter view as Grumpy in the Red Bull closes in on his prey, the Haas of Greeny. Will he brave it down 130R, or will he just patiently wait? Don't think he needs to make a risky move.
You know me though, already up, literally already, well, behind Sambam.
Yep, we'll certainly go back to that, but I think we're going to have an overtake here. Grumpy moving to the inside. Greeny has absolutely nothing to defend with. On fresh rubber, Greeny moves back up to 2nd. Definitely net lead of the race. And now...
You know me. 6 up the inside.
Oh, they go very tight. Inami up to 4th.
Yeah. Amazing move from Unomi. Will he be able to catch Greeny though? Don't think so.
Morzaman pits. Gamer under attack from Mike in the Williams. Now, interestingly, Mike has undercut Morzaman by quite a distance.
If you would want a one stop, I believe like you'd have to take these hard tires till about lap 17 or like 15.
Well, Ugi's taken the mediums to lap 12, so I believe he's definitely on for the one stop. I'm not sure about Grumpy. It's quite. He was on the mediums, but he hasn't taken them as far as Ugi's managed to. Let's see if Ugi pits. Yep, he does. Grumpy will take the lead.
Ugi will definitely go on those hard tires. Sluggish pit stop though.
Unami pits, Samban pits, Jake pits. So let's see then. Bit of a pit stop battle, and also keep an eye on Rossi because he pitted a couple of laps before these guys.
Coming through the last chicane now.
Mediums for Sambam and Jake. So has Rossi managed to jump these guys? He's on the main straight now. Where's the Renault? He has. Yes,
he does.
He's jumped them all. So the undercut worked beautifully. He just needs to make these tyres last now. Fraggle's back up to 4th, but he'll have to pit again, I'm pretty sure, because he pitted for these tyres on the first lap.
Yeah, Rossi's done a hard, so you'll have to pit again.
Yep, you're right. So Grumpy, I shouldn't have to pit again. Ugi has very good tyre wear, so he definitely won't have to pit again. Greeny hasn't pitted yet, but he must be on for a one stop.
Fraggle Powell is, well, soon going to pit.
So Rossi and Unami will definitely have to pit again. Sambam will definitely have to pit again. So will Jake. So I'm not ruling out Gamer because he has very good tyre wear. He'll have to pit again, but now he's closing onto the back of Jake. So we could see the two title contenders going into combat very shortly.
Rossi though, being caught up by Unami already.
Yeah, well he's on the quicker rubber.
I think like Unomi's got a bit of a too fast car. He's storming.
Yeah, it looks like it. Rossi got a much better exit though, so it gives him half a chance to defend this. Look at the straight line speed of that Force Indy. Seal might be able to. No, it's not.
I think better bit. Ooh.
Rossi runs wide a little bit, but he should be okay.
Yeah, clean racing there.
Unami go for a move on the outside into the S's, and he's done it. Oh, that's superb. Reminded me when Eddie Irvine did a similar move in '97. That's showing my age.
97. That's a long time before I was born. Well, not so long, but yeah.
Yeah, shut up. You're making me feel old. But yeah, that was a move of the race so far. He's just got excellent speed. I know he's got the better tyres, but still, he's got to still get the move done. Duo's in 17th. So Grumpy leads the race, looking for a one stop, but he's going to have to make his tyres last. Greeny's pitted. What's he gone on for? Soft tyres. Interesting.
Rossi though has run wide on gravel. He'll get, well, mugged by Samba maybe now.
Well, his heart will sink if that Renault gets back past him after making the undercut work brilliantly to get past him after being stuck behind him for so many laps. But now Sambam will be looking to add insult to injury. Rossi going very defensive on the straight.
No, the Renault. Nope, he's okay.
But I wonder if Sambam saw the move Inami did, and he might think about doing the same move here.
No, but Jake's joined the battle.
Yep. Jake doing what he needs to do to win the championship. Waterman's dealt with Tamlads. Fragglepool, I think's pitted again. I believe that's his final pit stop for the hards. Luke Bailey, well, he's been nowhere. 14th running at the moment. We saw Spud retire earlier. Frasconi in 50.
Very close to Rossi's back end, Sambam was.
Yeah, so the main battle on track was between McLaren and the Renault of Rossi and Sambam gave respectively. Sambam on the better tyres, but remember both these people will have to pit again because Rossi's done a double hard run. In some ways I think Rossi might have made a mistake doing another hard run. If he was going to do a two-stop, I think he should have switched to mediums and then try and stretch it out to do softs at the end.
Maybe he's trying to... Oh
no, he's got it wrong. He's cut the corner up to get the place back. Might have got a penalty as well if he didn't slow down enough. Now will this give Jake half a chance? But no, Sambam's got DRS as well.
Well, I forgot what I was going to say.
Gamer defending from Mike. Morseman closing up to both of them. Well, I think Gamer's probably at the moment thinking, well, it's gone now, so I might as well just enjoy the race. So we've got a three-way battle for fifth, which could some more cars may well join it shortly. So Rossi is not having a good time with these hard tyres right now. So Rossi in fifth, defending from Sambam and Jake, the championship leader, who can seal the championship today.
Jake is really happy right now. Just
going about his business. Rossi getting a better run into 130R. So Sambam closes in on the braking. Rossi takes the curves pretty well. Both of them did. So I think Rossi should be able to defend it on the DRS. Don't think Sambam's close enough, neither is Jake.
Yeah, even with slipstream and DRS now.
Yeah, Sambam needs to get closer. I think he's got the speed. If Rossi can keep Sambam behind him, he should be able to. He can pit for the mediums to end the race, and he can have the better speed in Sambam. He might try and undercut him again.
Rossi could pit for softs actually, as he will probably, if he's trying the undercut, he'll probably go to lap 22.
Oh, and Rossi
around it.
Rossi putting a wheel on the gravel twice, and now look at Sambam right behind him. Will he try and make a dive for the chicane? Sorry, the hairpin.
Yeah, half between them.
Oh, it's on the grass. Oh my goodness, they nearly touched. I don't think the move is on for Sambam.
Jake just patiently waiting back there.
Yeah, but
sneaky old fella.
well, and he's going for a move down the spoon curve, and they touch.
They touch.
Oh, they touch. That was very aggressive from Sambam. Bit clumsy, but it gets the job done. Rossi's going to be a bit furious with that. Is he going to come back at him?
Can't at 130R. That's just suicidal, really.
Game of the Beast is out.
Oh,
Game of the Beast is out.
Jake has won the championship.
Yeah, Jake has won the Formula Performance Championship with just a...
Yeah, just continue.
So yeah, that's it, done and dusted. And that also means that if Jake, they can virtually seal the Constructors' Championship, not mathematically, but Jake and Josh, who's not here tonight, they can virtually seal it.
So yeah, Jake has won the Formula Performance Championship, well deserved. Also, yeah, I have no words really.
Yeah, well, it's so often the case. You can have a whole season and then you get a critical race like this, first lap incident. So it's possible. It's possible Gamer might have just given up. We didn't see what happened to him. I might have a look in a minute to see if it was terminal damage or if he just pulled off the track. But whatever happens now, Jake cannot be denied. But meanwhile, at the front, Grumpy has a 10-second advantage. All he really needs to do is just tyre save and get to the end. He pitted a bit earlier than Oogie did for his set of hard tyres.
Yeah, Gamer retired through the pits.
Yeah, I thought so. Greeny went for the soft tyres. I mean, that was an interesting choice.
And there's a wild musical Venom on track.
Yeah, we can't be enough. Yeah, Sambam. Now he's got past it. Jake lunging across the S's there. Doesn't really.
Yeah, continue.
I think Jake can relax now and he can just, you know, push and try and have some overtakes. Just have a bit of fun out there. He can enjoy it now.
Yeah. What I would find hilarious though, if like an AI car that's not racing would just take pits in while Jake is pitting in, and well, the AI car holds Jake up. That would be so hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be quite funny. But it looks like Moorsman King could get on the fun for this battle for 6th shortly, because he's rapidly closing up. He's on the medium tyres. We're still going to have some pit stops. Oh, Luke Bailey.
Luke Bailey.
Well, he's probably retired in the pits as well. Yeah, he was way down. So we haven't had a safety car triggered yet. But I think none of these guys have left the session, so hopefully we don't get one, because I think the race is kind of how it should be. Grumpy just going about his business.
Yeah.
Will he have to pit again? That's the question, because he pitted fairly early for those hards. I'll just see when he did pit. Pitted on lap 11 for those hards, so he'll be on the verge. I mean, Oogie will be absolutely safe. He pitted on lap 13. And with his tyre, which I know is very good, he'll finish. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Will Grumpy pit maybe for softs and then try and catch Oogie in a few laps, or will it just finish as it is? We know Greeny will definitely have to pit because he's on softs and he's been on them for quite a few laps now. We've seen some brilliant overtaking from Minami. He's in 4th. Oh, and Jake has got past Rossi for 6th.
Well, that is actually pretty surprising. Rossi lacking pace now.
Yeah, well, I think he made a mistake coming in for another set of hards. I think he should have maybe matched what everyone else was doing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's got to pit again. I think he's definitely looking to go on the softs for sure.
Yep.
I mean, it's possible that I do believe Jake and Sambam, because of the time they pitted for their mediums, they'll probably have to pit for softs as well.
Yeah, Luke Bailey's left, but that won't trigger a safety car.
No, I don't think we'll see one now. Famous last words.
It's still possible. It's possible until lap 24. After lap 24,
there goes
yeah,
Jake into the pits.
That will be for some softs.
Yep. So, gonna see some really rapid lap times now.
Yeah. And also Jake just wants to have fun, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So at the back of the front, Grumpy, lap 21. He's going about his business really. He wants that win.
Oh, I'm lagging a bit.
I'm okay.
Okay, I just had massive lag.
Greeny's pitted for another set of softs. So he's dropped right into that midfield battle.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I can't see anything. I can only see Jake.
Maybe you might have to rejoin.
Yeah, oh my god.
Or press start maybe on the director, it might, or select someone else, I might free it up. Greeny gets back past Rossi with ease. So Jake on the softs.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
There you go.
It's fixed.
So Grumpy keeps going. So Inami pits from thirds. And I think we'll see Sambam do the same. Yep, here he comes.
I believe you know we will get the fastest lap.
Rossi pits, as does Morsman. Jake just entering 130R now. Will he beat those guys? He should be. He was on the fast tyre for his outlap, so he should be able to get past them all. Yeah, he'll get past them. Rossi will be quick though on the final stints. Yep. And here comes Jake. Jake's going to just get past them all. So, going to keep an eye on that. Could see some really ferocious midfield action to end this race. Fragglepool though, he's been on those hard tyres a while. He'll probably try and get to the end. So here we're on board with Grumpy. He was winner of the German Grand Prix in Formula Performance earlier in the season at round 5. Hasn't actually finished. Oh, Grumpy pits. Grumpy pits for softs.
Yeah.
Oogie's going to take the lead.
Yep, there he comes. And Oogie looks like he's going to win this race.
Well, we got a few laps to go, but did Grumpy pit too early on those mediums? I think he might have done, you know. He's got, 5 laps to do it.
Wait, does Fraggle need to pit?
Not sure. I'll check in a minute.
As he definitely looks like he's up in 4th. I don't know when Green says the fastest lap.
Let's have a look, see if Fraggle... No, he pitted for hards. No, he's going to the end. He's done 2 hard runs. So, Fraggle,
wow.
Good recovery from him. Well, he's gambling. So now, we may have a bit of a cliffhanger on our hands. It's an 8.4 second advantage for Oogie at the moment. He's going to be on old, hard tyres. Grumpy may be able to catch him in this time, but passing him will be another matter entirely. So I think Unami is going to be trying to catch Fragglepool in the final laps. Sambam, Jake, Morseman, Rossi, Mike's going to be trying to finish on his mediums, but I don't. He's catching Rossi though, even though Rossi's on the soft tyres. Let's go back to the front. Oogie crosses the line, starts lap 24. Grumpy's closed the gap to 7.2 seconds, now 7. Well, it only reduced it by a tenth in the final sector. So it must be that not the best sector. It's not enough at the moment, it needs to push harder than this.
Yeah, definitely.
So Greeny has the fastest lap at the moment. He crosses the line.
And another fastest lap.
Here comes Inami. He'll be trying to chase down Fragglepool in the final laps. Sambam has got the strategy right. I think he's going to have a solid 6th place. I don't think Jake's going to be able to pass him. Doesn't have the better car. But Jake's now under threat from Morseman. Morseman is is closing to him. Rossi is as well. But it's going to be fascinating to see if Grumpy can catch him. He's now reduced it to 6.2 seconds. So that Red Bull, clearly the better car in Sector 1, because that's where he seems to be gaining all the time. Lap 24. I'm not going to check penalties now because we're going to have quite a finale for the race win, I think.
Yeah, I don't think Grumpy's going to get it though.
Oh, he's reduced it. What happened? He's reduced it to under 5 seconds now.
Okay, fair enough. This the battle first is on.
It is on, but you may only get one shot at the overtake on the DRS. It's now 4.8. You see, he's not gaining a lot of time in Sector 3. All the time he's gaining is in the first 2 sectors. He's got to get... And he can see the Haas for the first time just going up through the S's. So there's visual range now.
Yep. And as we see a wild me just passing by.
Jake. Yeah, Morsman King is now catching Jake, as I mentioned earlier. I think Rossi will be a little disappointed with 9th because I think I would have expected a bit more pace from him, but I wasn't sure about the strategy calls. I think doing 2 hard runs in a row wasn't the right call.
And Fraggle also, after a first lap incident, coming back to 4th also, that is amazing.
Yeah, if he can make that double hard stint work after having to pit from mediums on lap 1 for a wing change, I think he'll be absolutely delighted with that. So, Grumpy's reduced it to 3.6. He's catching.
Oh, this is gonna be like deja vu as well, from real life.
Well, I don't think it's going to be like Raikkonen in 2005 because Grumpy didn't start 17th. He did start in pole. Does have one of the best cars, but he's still got to get the job done. It's now 2 points. It's 2.5 now.
As Grumpy blistering lap time.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Don't think it's going to be enough. He's only got 2 laps, as long as Ugi doesn't make any mistakes. But he's getting so close now. Ugi he's probably tyre saving a little bit.
I think Grumpy can, yes. He can catch up to the back, but overtaking, that's a whole different matter.
Yeah, let's see what the gap is as he enters Sector 1. He's giving it absolutely 1.7 now.
1.7.
He took 8 tenths out of him in 1 sector. And there is Ugi, visual range now. It's right there.
Absolutely mad pushing from Grumpy and misses that apex though.
Yeah, he's got rich revs. He's absolutely going for it. He's got to. I hope this isn't settled by penalties. I hope it's settled on the track.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Greeny. Fraggle still 4th, although Inami is rapidly catching him, but I don't think he's as close as Grumpy is, so I think that will still be settled. Jake is now defending for Morseman, so that's one to keep an eye on. Now, back to the front.
We could see a bit of Ugi's,
It's just...
second.
It's a second. Ugi now.
No, Ugi locked up.
He did lock up. Into the final
Will
lap.
that cost him though? No, he doesn't have DRS, Grumpy. Will he be able to?
It's some sort of almighty dive into 130R or the hairpin or the chicane. It's going to have to be one of those. Grumpy runs wide a little bit.
9 tenths.
I just want to see what's going on with Jake and Morseman. They're still there. But now back to the front, to the top of the S's, towards the Degner curves. Ugi making this one stop work, possibly. Now through into turn 9, and look at the grip Grumpy has. What do you think about that? No, he doesn't have to dive here. He's going to try and set it up for a move 130R, an almighty last moment of the race. Back to Jake. They're going on the foam straight. Moorsman is not close enough. Back to the front. Grumpy right on the back of him now. Oh, Oogie goes defensive. He's got to get a good exit to give himself any chance. Oh, and look at the speed. I think Grumpy's going to do it. He's alongside.
Side by side, what action is this? And Grumpy's got
Who's going to be braver? Who's going to be braver? Grumpy. Oh, he does it. Oh, that is brave. Forces, gets his elbows out. Grumpy takes it. The final chicane. Oh, that could have been horrendous, but what a move by Grumpy. Will that win him the race? And Grumpy wins the Japanese Grand Prix. No, he's got penalties. Oh, Oogie wins the Japanese Grand Prix. What a finale to that race.
Oh, yeah, unfortunate.
Here comes Greeny. A solid race from him today. Probably didn't get the correct strategy to win the race because he's ended up 13 seconds behind, but he'll be pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
Connor saying Uga's a bit too nice, but maybe because he knew he had penalties, so he didn't have to push too much. Oh look, Unami got right on the back of Fraggle in the ends. Will he get the 4th place through Pence? No.
Juhof drifting through the hairpin.
If he'd had another lap, he probably would have had him. Sambam coming through in 6th. Moorsman and Rossi hunting down Jake, and Jake crosses the line. And he wins the Formula Performance Championship, which was already confirmed earlier, but he can now celebrate. 1 round to spare, he's done it.
So do we invite the podium and the champion?
Yeah, get them in here. Get Oogie and Grumpy, they will have mics, I believe. But yeah, a well-deserved championship win for Jake, and it looks like Juho, it's going to be the final finish. A bit of a struggle for him today, but maybe he can start to build on this for next season and get a bit more out of the cars he's been given. And across the line. And well, Oogie with a very typically solid drive, hardly ever gets penalties when I've seen him race in this league, and that's what's won him the race. But that was a heart-stopping battle right at the end there.
There we go, invites have been sent.
Cool. So yeah, Oogie wins the race, Grumpy 2nd, Greeny 3rd, Fragglepool, superb recovery drive to get 4th, Unami, who is probably the most entertaining driver today, great overtakes 5th, Jake 6th, winning the championship, Mike 7th, Sambam 8th, Rossi 9th, and Morzerman finishes off the point scorers. Well, I'm glad that was a dry race. Japanese Grand Prix is always a good race when it's dry. Kind of boring when it's wet. So we need to invite Oogie, Grumpy and Greeny. I'm not sure if he uses a mic, to be honest. And the champion.
Yep, I'm on it right now.
Cool.
Oogie joins. Jake too.
Congrats, Jake.
Greeny.
Thanks.
Oh.
Just need
Grumpy, hopefully.
Yeah, just need Grumpy.
Congrats, Greeny. First podium.
Shut up. First finish, my mate.
In PSGL, yes, and a podium to boot.
Mate, I'm surprised I finished the race. I was like, my hand was throbbing.
You got the point, Jake, right?
Right. Right, we'll wait for Grumpy, but in the meantime, before we get to the new champion, let's get to the thoughts of Oogie, who won the race today with his one-stop strategy. I bet your heart was in your mouth when Grumpy went alongside you and dived down the inside of 130R.
It was sort of like a touch and go moment, but I knew he had penalties, so I had let him through.
Yeah, but it was
Mind games.
a good battle there. So, I mean, obviously you weren't in contention for the championship this season, but it must be good to get a win after some frustrating results this season.
Yeah, first win of the season always feels nice, but very late in the season, I guess, for a championship. Hope Jake's already got that. So, fun race otherwise.
Right. Well, is Grumpy's not in here yet?
No, think so.
Okay, might have gone online. So, Grumpy was second, but we got Greeny here, who finished thirds after a very solid drive out there today. Not enough to get close for the win, but must be a satisfying result for you.
First finish, so yeah. Yes, sir. Consistency is like the worst thing going for me, so surprised I even finished the race. But the pace is there, but just can't. This track was really horrible with medium traction on the pad. It was quite hard to keep the throttle steady through the first sector, especially Dunlop. But congratulations to Oogie because he trashed me in the exact same car.
Good stuff.
Thanks,
And finally, we have the man of the moment, who's more than earned his Formula Performance Championship. It's Jake. How do you feel?
Yes, I mean, I didn't expect it coming into the season. You know, I thought I'd just be a midfield person, but I kind of proved myself that I can be quick, even if I'm in a Sauber.
Yeah, and is that your first PSGL title? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's, and I kind of hope for more, maybe in an equal car league, I don't know, but hopefully in the next game I can strive for a championship.
Well, you've got the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which you can just relax and have some fun. Are you gonna maybe start from the back and just have a fun race, something like that?
Yeah, I think I'll start from the back and go pretty aggressive on the strategy, maybe on the track as well. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna try and have some fun in Abu Dhabi.
Excellent. And so, what are your thoughts on the new game? All of you boys, going to get the new game?
Yep, definitely.
Yep, much better on the next game as well.
Excellent. Well, congratulations to the race winner and the podium, and an even bigger congratulations to Jake for winning the Formula
I just want
Performance
to say
Championship.
thanks, Venom, for the commentary and Ash Best for
Yeah.
sticking throughout the season, and Jake on a brilliant drive. You've done amazing job in the Sabre, and you've really got a lot of pace this season. So looking forward to next season.
Thanks.
You and the Nickel party.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind saying well done to Jake and also well done to Oogie for virtually running the league by himself.
Yeah, that's a really good
Thanks,
job.
Josh, for your input.
Now, one more question for Jake. There is still the small matter of the Constructors' Championship to seal in the next race. Is Josh going to be back for that race?
I don't know, but I don't have something to say to that. I mean, I thought he would race tonight, but it's kind of let the team down in the last few races. Hopefully, I can try and. I mean, I gained points this week with Gamer retiring, but yeah. Hopefully, I can get it done myself.
Yeah. Well, at least there is something to fight for. So should make for a good race. Well, congrats to all the racers, and thanks for everyone for watching. And we will see you at Abu Dhabi. Good night.
Yeah,
See ya.
And thanks to Ash for commentating with me, as always.
no problem.
Done a very, very good job. And he's been commentating when no one else has been at times. So it's good to have another commentator around.
Yeah, just big thanks to you again, Venom. Great to have another person in the commentary box.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I quite enjoy watching it all develop. It's always a different perspective than driving. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna end the stream there. Good night, everybody.